This recovery routine is a sequence designed for you to follow along with, but please keep in mind the longer you hold each shape or pose, the better and more deep you will experience the stretch for better recovery. Always ensure that you are listening to your body. Enjoy this recovery and have fun hiking.
I made it!
Starting with our shoulder mobility and blood flow, take your iso bow and start moving through your natural range of motion over your head, behind your head, over to the right and to the left, really focusing on a light resistance to get the blood flow moving as we go into our behind the back shoulder stretch with your top elbow pointing up towards the sky, pulling down with your bottom, and then pulling up with your top arm to hit that biceps tendon on the left side, switching it up over to the other side. Again, really stretching out those triceps and shoulder. Take as long as you'd like at each position. The longer you hold, the more recovery and relaxation and stretching you'll experience. Moving into the behind the back shoulder rotation, bending over, hinging at the hips with knees slightly bent. We're going to engage some of our hamstrings as well. Remember, this isn't necessarily a specific hamstring stretch, so bend your knees and take as much hamstring into it as you'd like. Switching over to pulling the wrist and fingers back, stretching out our forearms. Switching over to the other side. Moving into our hamstrings and legs, our muscles being utilized during our hiking. Sit down, try to keep your back as straight as possible and hinge at your hips, bending towards your foot, engaging your hamstring for a desired stretch. Moving into the lying hamstring stretch, lie down flat on your back and keep your knees slightly bent. Pull your foot towards your head until you feel the desired stretch and hold that stretch for as long as you deem necessary. Once finished, for the glute med, pull up your head towards your knee as you feel this in the side of your glute and hips. Transitioning into an inner thigh groin stretch, take your iso bow in the same hand and same foot and pull it out towards your side. Pull your foot towards your head until you feel desired stretch and then hold for as long as you find necessary. Switch your hands, keeping it in the same foot. Pull your foot over to the other side, keeping your hips stacked and shoulders square to the ground, stretching your IT and outer thighs. Again, until you feel that desired stretch and hold as long as you find necessary. Switching sides, place the iso bow in your opposite foot and hold with the same hand. Seated hamstring stretch, again keeping your back as straight as possible, hinging only at your hips. Hold towards your foot until you feel desired tension. Once you feel you have hit your seated hamstring for long enough, lie back flat on the ground, pulling your foot towards your head high in the sky for a lying down hamstring stretch. Again, holding this as deep and as long as you find necessary. Once finished, pull your head towards your knee for the outside medial glute to release some tension in the lower back and butt. When ready, transition into your inner thigh and groin by pulling your leg out to the side and pulling your foot towards your head until you feel desired tension or stretching, and hold as long as you find necessary. When you're ready, switch hands. Pull your foot and leg across your body, keeping your hips stacked but shoulders squared to the ground for your IT bands and quadricep. The last piece of this recovery routine is improv iso motion, allowing you to go back to any areas that you found might need a little extra work. Create a little resistance with your iso bow and flow through your desired range of motion. Once again, this is a recovery option for you to get back to hiking even stronger the next day and maintain ready for the trails to be blazed ahead. Enjoy your trip, and we'll see you next time.